Welcome to SA Company's Wildlife Wednesday. My name's Robbie, and I'm here to teach you about some of the coolest animals in this whole world. Hey, guess what? Chris,
It's that time again.
it's Wildlife Wednesday.
What's the glove for?
I got a glove for this week.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to get my hand pricked. There's your clue. Do you know what it is? If you guessed a hedgehog, you're 100% right. Check these guys out. How cute is that? Look at that cute little face.
Not just the face a mother can love.
I know. They're so adorable. Hi. Hi. Now, hedgehogs, actually, there's 17 species in the world. Did you know that?
I didn't. That is a lot of different types of hedgehogs.
They are found all over Europe. They are found in the Middle East. They are found in Asia, in Africa. And a lot of people actually think these guys are porcupines.
They look like it.
They kind of resemble them, but they're not related to porcupines at all. Now, if you look at this, these guys have between 5,000 and 7,000 quills on them. And look at, I don't know if you guys can get a close look here at those quills. Look at those. Wow, they're sharp. Hence the reason
Ow.
I've got a glove on. Now, these guys are actually pretty relaxed, and the spines are all laid down. Look, I can pet them and put my hand across it
They
and
do
everything.
that weird little thing
Yeah.
when they're mad.
When they're mad, they'll tuck their face and everything right into their belly. They'll roll up. This is a big girl, and she looks like she's pregnant.
She's thick.
Are you pregnant? Are you getting ready to have little hedgehogs, little sonics? But they come in so many different colors. Here's just a little variation. We've got a really light colored one with some chocolate in it, and then a darker colored chocolate one. Now, there's several different in the pet trade. There's albinos, there's leucistics, and then there's normals. Now, did you know in the pet trade, the most common hedgehog is actually a crossbreed?
That's crazy.
Now, Chris, you were over in Iraq, right?
I was, yes. I've caught two over there.
You caught two of
I
these
caught
in the wild?
Two wild hedgehogs, yeah.
And how were they? Did they prick you?
They did not. They were actually really relaxed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it surprised me too.
Now, a lot of things, the hedgehogs have these quills for protection. Now, when they feel threatened, they'll roll up in the ball, like I told you. They'll put their head, well, this one's not going to roll up. It wants to know what it's doing awake right now, why we have it up. Because hedgehogs are
Nocturnal.
there you go, which means they come out in the evening and during the night. Now, they love to forage, and believe it or not, hedgehogs actually will eat grass. They like to eat grass. They like to dig at little roots of the grass. Look at him. He's like, pick me up. It's wet down here. We've had rain today, so...
And they are omnivores.
Yes, they are omnivores because they love to eat bugs.
Yes.
And people in actually New Zealand, they're introduced in New Zealand and they're in the wild. And what people do is they have their gardens boarded in.
Yep.
And they'll put little huts in their gardens for the hedgehogs to sleep in and make a nest in. And the hedgehogs will actually forage through the garden at night, and it'll eat the slugs and the snails and everything that's bad for the plants, all the little insects. So they'll help keep the gardens insect free. It's kind of a cool thing they got going there in New Zealand.
Neat little
working
tool.
with little, I guess you call these guys little farmers or pest control?
So I would say pest
Hi.
control.
Hi.
Armored pest control.
Armored pest control. Now, like I said, they have between 5,000 and 7,000 little quills there. Now, the difference between these guys and a porcupine is what?
Their size.
Definitely, that's where size matters. Hedgehogs are a lot smaller, and also, hedgehogs do not release the quills. Porcupines can release the quills. And a lot of people like to think of it as shooting their quills. And some people, they don't actually shoot them, but they do release them from their body. So if a dog comes up and sticks its nose, or a lion, because you find porcupines in Africa and in North America, where we have big cats here too, cougars, bears, and stuff that will hunt porcupines. And coyotes too.
Yeah.
But the porcupines, the animal will come up and get a whole face full of quills. That's not the same with these guys. Ow, that kind of hurt there. I got a quill the wrong way.
Don't smell it.
She's like, what are you doing?
These guys do have predators, though. Owls love to eat them.
Owls love to take these guys in the wild because they can surprise them.
Yep.
Owls are silent hunters, and they fly silently. So one of these will be foraging in a garden, and an owl will come down and quick, and those long talons will puncture the animal and kill it. And their feet are pretty tough on an owl.
Yes.
You know, so the quills really don't affect it. And then what they'll do is once the hedgehog's dead, they'll start and they'll eat from the belly.
From the belly, the soft spot.
The soft spot
soft
there.
Fur.
Oh, hi. Ow! That was your forehead quill that got me. Look at that nose go. There's such a keen sense of smell. Oh, I guess she wants to hide now.
Camera shy.
She is kind of shy there. Now, with the porcupines, a lot of people say they're venomous or poisonous. It's not really poison or venom. Some people consider it poison, but it's what it is they roll around in their poop and everything, and it gets bacteria on there. And that causes a severe infection for whatever animal they put those quills in.
That'll definitely do it.
And these guys really don't do that. They're pretty mellow and tame and calm. I've got friends who live in Europe, in the UK and all, and they see these outside all the time. They said they're great. They love them. And we've had so many people asking us, can you please show us the hedgehogs? So we decided this Wednesday, why not? Let's do a Wildlife Wednesday with the hedgehogs. Now here, I'm going to set this one down, and I've got something super cool to show you guys.
What's cooler than this? Hello there, little fella.
What's cooler than that?
Yeah, not much. Look at this
Let
thing.
me show you what's cooler.
What is that?
Check that out. Those are baby hedgehogs. Now, these ones are about 4 or 5 days old, and
Man.
their eyes aren't even open yet. So we're going to hurry up and put them back with Mama.
That's so
But
cool.
when they're born, I'll put a picture in here of when they're born, and their quills are nothing. These quills are actually hardening up now.
It only takes like a few hours for them to harden up,
It
right?
takes a few hours to harden up, but it takes a few days to get some size to them like this. So these guys are doing really good. Mama's taking really good care of them. And we're going to go put them back with Mama, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about these hedgehogs and how awesome they really are. Now these cute little buggers there, in the wild, they only live between 4 and 7 years.
Oh, wow.
In captivity, they do a little bit better. They live between 8 and 10 years. So they do make awesome pets because you're going to have them for a little while. And they settle down so much, just like this cute little bugger. He's not putting up the quills right now.
No.
And when you first wake him up and pick him up, he puts up the quills. But what I like to do is just pet them and let them know it's you, and they seem to drop those quills
Really quickly.
real quickly, unless it's a mama with babies. Then she's huffing, she's going and jumping her back at you,
Jabbing those quills.
trying to
man.
jab you with those quills, and I'm always like, ow, ow. ow, ow. But they are super neat. And when they have babies, they actually have between 2 and 4 babies.
Oh, not that
And
many.
like I said, when they're born, I'll put a picture in there, just like I told you, I promised. They're really, really soft. They're called pinkies, and they're real small. And those quills are it feels like fur almost. It's pretty neat. And like you were saying, it takes a couple hours to harden up. So basically, what else does that? Like a spider, when they molt their skin, they're really soft and vulnerable. And then in a couple hours, that exoskeleton hardens up.
Yeah.
So I guess this would be like an exoskeleton. Not really, but it's a quill. Chris, you got a ball of
spikes.
quills there. Be careful, buddy.
Oh, I'm glad I wore the glove this time. I don't know how. There we go.
They are so adorable.
They
But
are.
You know what's? There's actually people that eat these guys.
Really?
Yeah, in Romania, they actually still eat the meat from them.
Huh.
And also, they use the blood for cures on stuff like ringworm and stuff like that. I think there's much better cures for ringworm.
Yeah, I would say
and
so.
cracked skin, you know?
Yeah.
Why would you want to use the blood from a hedgehog? They're too cute. And they're too cute to eat. You don't want to eat these guys. She's saying, friend, not food.
Well, she's poking me.
Yeah. She's saying, please don't eat me.
Yeah.
And actually, some of the people, they use the meat, they eat the hedgehog to cure like voodoo.
Really?
We are being stalked. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. The velociraptors are coming. I hear them. I'm kidding. They're not velociraptors. They're actually African chickens. Look. Wait. Here. Let's see if we can find an African chicken. There's a bunch. Well, there's 3 and a peacock. And those are African chickens. Those are guinea hens. And they come from a similar area where the hedgehogs come from, Africa. You know what the closest relative to these guys is?
I can't quite remember.
It's actually a shrew.
A shrew. I could see that. They have similar noses.
Similar noses and all, but they have a lot more protection.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. These guys are just so remarkable. There's just so many cool things about them. And they're so cute.
Totes adorbs, as the kids say.
Totes adorbs.
Totes adorbs. Ow. She didn't like that.
Now, like I said, hedgehogs are found pretty much all over the world except for the United States in the wild. And they can take extreme hot temperatures and even very cold temperatures. Like I said, I have friends in UK who have them in their gardens.
Speaking of cold, did you know during the wintertime they can drop their body temperature to freezing cold 36 degrees Fahrenheit?
Holy smokes. So they drop, I know their normal body temperature is around what, 85 degrees to
86 to 95,
yeah. And then they have these big ears too, because the ones that live in the deserts, they like to cool off with those big ears. It's like an AC. And this one is so, you are just, ow!
You need to quit doing that.
You got my lip. I've been pricked by a hedgehog.
He's trying to get a job as a lip piercer.
Yeah, right? I don't need a lip piercing. Here, go to, I can hear him sniffing.
So what's that?
You are so adorable. This little boy. And they actually are vulnerable to, just like humans, to a lot of things. Fatty liver, heart
And
disease,
cancer. Cancer's a big one.
That's
Yeah.
a big one with them.
Yeah.
And also, they are very susceptible to pneumonia.
Really? I didn't know that one.
That's really crazy.
Huh.
And it's amazing how much we actually have in common with a lot of wildlife. Not saying that you look like that. Well, some of you might have hairdos like that. I know they did in the 80s.
I've had my hair like that.
I think I had to use Knox gelatin to get my hair spiked. Hey, those hurt. That got right in between the thumb. And I know you're just digging around to try to find something. I think he's going to sleep.
You found a safe spot.
He's got his head right between my bicep and my forearm. His nose is poking in between, and it's not even moving anymore. There he goes.
It's like a toddler. It's like, if you can't see me, or if I can't see you, you can't see me.
Look at him. He's trying to dig down in there so he can go to sleep. Okay, there. It's daylight again. He's like, dang it, put me back in. I need to go to sleep. It's not nighttime yet. But this this is one of their favorite times of day weather-wise, because it's overcast and a little moist out, so you're going to find slugs out, snails out, and all kinds of bugs out foraging. And guess who loves bugs? He's like, come on, come on. Speaking of bugs, there's got to be some down there crawling around. Let me at them. I wish we could find a snail.
That would be cool.
A slug. Because he'll eat it right out of my hand. And it's so neat to actually see them eat. But he won't take, like, the food, the hedgehog food out of my hand. But he will take a little bug. He's like, oh, you got a bug? Nope, no bug.
No bug.
What do you guys think? Would you have a pet hedgehog? I know, I have several. Here you go, Chrissy. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for joining us once again for Wildlife Wednesday. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
And he said hit that little notification bell so you know when we post another video.
Oh, man. There you have it, guys. The hedgehogs. How cool are they? In 17 species in the world? Who knew?
We need more.
We do. Take care and get swamped.
Show your passion.